Good day, Rockstar. It's Rob for the host of Rob4.com, coming to you live from my home office here in Sparks, Nevada, about an hour from Lake Tahoe. Today, we're going to talk about why your MLM course didn't work, and I'm going to give you 4 free AI prompts that fix it. So, you bought the course, you watched the modules, you filled in the workbook, maybe you joined the Facebook group, and nothing happened. So here's the answer in one breath why that MLM guru course didn't work. And I want to say it out loud and I want to say it early. Generic training fails because it cannot answer the one question that only you can answer: your company, your market, your message, your hours, and how that applies to solving my problem. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why it failed, what the FTC found out in one giant case, and 4 free AI prompts you can use this afternoon to move your business forward. Now, the honest part before anything else, later on, I'm going to offer you a free report that I built that costs you absolutely nothing. You don't need to buy anything from me or anybody else, and it's certainly worth your time to go get it. And one more thing, because I'm going to talk about real money that I've made in this business, and any numbers that I share is my result over 30 years. My numbers, my earnings, my results are not typical. Most people who join this industry never earn a meaningful income. In fact, I'll show you a company's own income disclosure with a median of $0, meaning they take the top affiliate, the lowest earning affiliate, and who makes the money at the median? The median is 0. A real full-time income takes 3 to 5 years to build, and less than 3% of any team is ever going to become a top producer. So hear that disclaimer as we go through this video. Very few people make money. So here's the part that no training is going to tell you. The material wasn't wrong. It was generic, and generic is a different kind of wrong. A template written for everyone selling everything simply can't answer the questions that make sense. What do you say about your product, your service, your target market with the 15 hours you have available each and every week? You didn't fail. The training never met your business. So think about the economics of it. You build the course once and it can sell 10,000 times. A plan, a proven plan built for one, sells once. So the market produces generic courses, general enough that a candle distributor in Ohio and a crypto affiliate in Manila both feel like it was written for them, right? We've been there, done that. Neither of them can run that course as it's written. It's like buying a map to climb a mountain. When you get to the top of the trailhead, it's a beautifully drawn map of a different mountain. Nothing on the map is false, but none of that map is going to get you up your hill. Personally, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years buying generic content, generic training, one-hit wonder software programs. In fact, years ago, my wife Lisa and I, we went all in with a company called Empower Network. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars buying up the training ladder because it was pay to play, and every rung was generic. The company funnels were the same funnel run by every affiliate all the time. So what finally worked? How did I make money in that company? By building my own funnels around specifically what I could offer to the market that nobody else could. So the profit showed up after I made that switch and not a day before. Most people we watched in that company never made the switch. They never made the generic personal to them, and they never made money. And I don't think those are two separate facts. Now, you should know how the story ends. Empower Network actually went belly up in the fishbowl, announced bankruptcy, in August of 2017 and it closed. So the generic machine failed its affiliates, then it failed itself. Now, let's talk about the FTC and MOBE for a minute. If you want to see generic training full scale, the FTC exposed MOBE in 2018, charging them with taking more than $125 million from consumers. And their pitch was proven 21-step system for making money online, and it cost you only $49. But those 21 steps turned out to be, in large part, a sequence of pitches for memberships costing thousands and thousands more. And the FTC complaint says that most buyers never recoup even their cost. Read that pitch again. Proven system, step by step. The words do the selling, yet none of them mention your product, your market, and your life because the machine doesn't know them. This isn't ancient history. In April of this year, the FTC resolved 2 actions against MLM distributors over deceptive earning claims. So keep in mind, the hype economy is alive, and now you, the affiliate, can be personally on the hook for that. So if the guru gumbo and the generic training isn't any good, who is worth learning from? I'll tell you, the people who are producing a result in the market right here today in public where you can check. Not the people who did it once, not the people who are selling courses and their entire living depends on the courses. Run the test on anybody you think about buying a course from. Are they currently making money in the current market, and is that what they're teaching? For example, I promote HBA. I promote businesses in this space, and teaching is part of how I get paid. So if you run me through the test, you'll see that I actually practice what I preach. And here's what real looks like. When I went through the HBA numbers, the Home Business Academy numbers, the people at the top earning affiliates had mostly spent 5 to 7 years building their business. It wasn't overnight riches. And in fact, HBA's own earnings disclaimer shows a median of 0 across over 1,000 active affiliates when I read that income disclosure back, I think August 17th of this year. Slow at the top, 0 at the medium, published where anybody can read it. So a person who shows you the median, the average, which is not flattering, that's someone showing you the truth versus somebody that's just making up numbers. Hey, make 10,000 in 30 days. I used to do that. It's dead wrong. So here's the switch I'm arguing for today. Measured in 4 ways: your cost, your conversion, your time, and your edge. How much does it cost you if you stop buying into the guru gumbo, the generic courses? Your cost goes down because you stop buying the course. Conversions don't change. No plan, mine included, sells anything. Selling still happens when you get in, you get busy, you produce what you need to produce, and get it in front of new prospects for an extended period of time. Now, you're going to save a lot of time once you set this up, but honestly, it's going to take you a week or 2 to set it up. After that, you can just crank out content that generates more traffic, leads, and sales faster than your head can swim. So the edge is real. You can feel it. If you personalize your course, you personalize your offer, you personalize your splash page, you are absolutely going to compound your edge because you're giving people something they can get nowhere else. Now, in 2026, I've actually been retired for 3 years, decided to come out of retirement the last 30 days, and did deep research. And what's different in 2026 is that fitting advice to one business used to be very expensive or very time consuming. You personally had to do most of the work yourself or hire an expensive consultant. Now, a capable AI model, think Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, it can read your product page, research the market's complaints, draft your positioning in an afternoon, all for less than the cost of launch. What AI does poorly is judgment, knowing which proven model, do videos, do blogging, do shorts, and noticing when its confident output is wrong. AI can make mistakes. So the proven combination is find a proven model from somebody in your industry producing the results you want today, fitted your business by AI, and then checked and executed by you. So I'm going to give you 4 prompts, and it'll take you about an hour to run all 4, and paste in your real details and save every output into one document. That's going to be your structure for putting you into your business plan. Prompt number 1 is all about your voice and your story. It interviews you one question at a time, then writes your story, writes 3 natural phrases that you use, and a one-line reason somebody's going to buy from you instead of everybody else. Prompt number 2 determines your target market. It works backwards from your product's problem. What problem does it solve? And it's going to list 5 groups of people you can target today and ranks which one you can reach today absolutely free. Prompt number 3 is all about product positioning. It strips away all the hype and rewrites what your product actually does in plain words that any skeptic would accept. Prompt number 4, model extraction. We're going to take a look at the top producers in your company, your industry, your niche, find out exactly what they're doing, distill it into a plan so that you can do the same thing with your specific model in mind. That's the whole difference that makes the difference from a generic course that you might have already purchased. Now, also at the end of this video, I'm going to give you, it's in the description, a free report. We call it the Proven Plan, where I actually did research of 32 top producers in the industry to find out what they're doing, how they're doing it, to whom they're doing it for, and their actual schedule of production. It's a huge research project, about 40 pages, and you can have it absolutely free. No credit card, no trial, just a PDF that walks you through the same shift I just described, going from generic to specific, and finally putting your business on the fast track to producing results. Grab it, run the 4 prompts that I'm going to give you here alongside of it, and see if the thing that's been missing wasn't effort, it was you being more specific. The link's in the description down below. Now, I'm going to tell you up front where this falls short, because I actually build businesses, I make affiliate commissions, I promote opportunities, and the prompts I'm giving you here produce drafts, not the truth. If you run them and then don't check them, and you publish that content confident that it's right, you could be putting your name to something that doesn't make any sense. So you always check the output and make a judgment about what it just gave you. So weigh everything in this video with that in mind. It's going to give you an output. You need to make a judgment call, make edits if that output is any good. So here's the bottom line. The bottom line is the challenge was never your willingness to work or mine. It's where we spent our money and our time studying generic content that could never move our business forward. So stop buying that next course, the next piece of software, or that next traffic resource that's just going to blow it up. Stop buying it. Run the 4 prompts, grab the free report, and read the income disclosure of whatever it is you promote before you ever write a word about it. Click the link down below in the description. Bless and be blessed, my friend. Great marketing, and I hope to see you on the inside. Bye for now.